Good morning, Midway High School. Welcome to the Midway Morning Show, sponsored by Raising Cane's. I'm your host for today, Peyton Eastland, and I got a few announcements for you. But before we get started, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. And now for the moment of silence.
Are you interested in joining our speech and debate team? Come to our informational meeting today after school in room 702 to learn more about the different events available. See you after school today in room 702. Come out and join Midway FFA for our first meeting of the year, and we will be learning about all the different opportunities. There will be fun ag-related games, as well as snacks and drinks. We hope to see you there. Best Buddies will be having their first meeting of the school year. Best Buddies is an organization that helps to build friendships between people with and without disabilities. Students of all grade levels are invited to become mentors and members on Tuesday, September 12th in Miss Watkins' room 117, right after school. We are looking forward to a great year of building friendships. Today is the anniversary of September 11th, 2001. Midway will take time out of the day to remember those who died and to honor the first responders who worked then and now to keep us safe. The student-led ceremony will take place in the visitors' parking lot during the third period announcements. Seniors will be released a few minutes before to attend the ceremony, and everyone else will watch a short video produced by the AV team in their classrooms.
In the early morning of September 11, 2001, 19 terrorists led a direct attack on the United States. 4 commercial passenger planes were hijacked. 2 were successfully flown into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. Neither of the 110-story skyscrapers were left standing by the end of the morning. People all over the United States remember the tragic events that came from that dark day in American history. Every year, we mourn our loved ones and heroes who gave up their lives for our future. Today, we take a look back to that day, a day that started out ordinary, just another day, just like today.
Good morning, America. I'm Charles Gibson.
I'm Diane Sawyer, and it's Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
It's in New York City. 4 Democrats and 2 Republicans want Rudy.
For the second time in 2 weeks, the U.S. has lost an unmanned spy plane over Iraq. Iraq claims it shot down
Los Angeles and 8 a.m. here in New York, live from the CNN Financial News headquarters. You're watching Before Hours.
I do remember what I was doing the morning of 9/11. It was second period. I was teaching senior English, and someone knocked on my door and said, "Turn on your TV." And back in those days, we had cable in every classroom. So I went over and turned on the TV, and of course, it was a shocking thing to see the first tower. It was already in really bad shape. My initial reaction to the attack was was this the beginning of World War III? And all of my students, many of them were crying. I stopped the television and kind of gathered everybody together. Then someone else knocked on the door and they said, "You better turn your TV back on." Turn it on, and the second tower had been hit. And the kids who were crying were even more upset, and so we just gathered around, and I asked my students, did they mind if I said a prayer over my students, over our nation. So we prayed for a little while and gathered together. You know, all we could do is just sit and watch. There's nothing we could do, so just be calm. They wanted to know, did I think we would go home? And I said, no, I don't think we'll go home. The most unforgettable thing about 9/11 to me would be the images. The images of the buildings being hit, the images of them being crumbled, because we would see those images over and over and over in the next 10 days. You couldn't turn on a TV but that you didn't see the Twin Towers crumbling before you and the people running and covered in dust and debris from that attack. And everyone was very aware that the world had changed for forever, that we were no longer safe on our own soil. Yes, we had had Pearl Harbor many years before, but that wasn't on the mainland. This was the very first time we had ever been attacked on our soil. And I think we knew for the first time that we were not as safe as we thought we were.